Hey you. Yeah, you. You like history? You like old things? Well, you're kind of weird, but also, Hersheypark has you covered. Ranked as our favorite park of 2023 and having one of the best ride collections in the US, Hersheypark is truly a top-tier amusement park. Welcome to Coaster Mania. I'm Micah, and today I'm going to be ranking all 14 coasters at Hersheypark. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Hersheypark was opened in May of 1906 and has been a staple to the area ever since. If ever there was a real-life Willy Wonka, Hershey, Pennsylvania would be his true hometown. If you're a fan of chocolate, then why not stop by the city made of chocolate? Just don't try to eat the lampposts. You might get sent to jail if you try. Not that I would know anything about that. Anyways, let's go ahead and rank the top 14 coasters at Hersheypark. Number 14, Coco Cruiser. What is something unique I could say about this ride that I'm sure no one else has said before? Well, I've got nothing. Like, seriously, it's just another Zamperla family coaster. There really isn't anything notable about this one. Number 13, Trailblazer. Oh man, another boring ride. I guess I was somewhat disappointed that this was closed since we missed out on the credit, but still, based on what I could see in the POVs, I don't feel like we missed much. Yes, it is a piece of history, but out of all of the mine trains I've seen, this one definitely ranks lower than the others. Number 12, Wild Mouse. Number 11, Laugh Track. What? Whoa! Oh, what was I doing? Oh, right, Laugh Track. Well, this ride is pretty fun. Sure makes for a good experience with the dark ride aspect and all the interesting and unique theming elements it has. For a Maurer spinning coaster, this one has to be one of the better ones out there, at least for the theming. Okay, I need some ice. Number 10, Comet. This one's pretty good. A super classic Woody that still has buzz bars. One that was designed by the legendary Herbert P. Schmeck. Well, no wonder this coaster has an Ace Landmark status, but man, I'm still feeling pretty tired. Number 9, Jolly Rancher Remix. Huh? What? Oh, not again! I know. Looks like I'm not getting out of this one. This Vekoma Boomerang was refitted with new-gen trains in 2022 and completely rethemed as well. Originally opening as Sidewinder, this ride has received a far more vibrant look. Out of everything that Hersheypark could have done, this is actually one of the better upgrades towards a boomerang. Good job! Number 8, Super Duper Looper. You can never hate a classic like a Schwarzkopf. Just like the rest of them, this ride is smooth, forceful, and overall a fun ride. Other than some twists and turns and the signature vertical loop, this ride doesn't do all that much, but it's still fun for what it is. You might even be able to say it's super duper. Number 7, Great Bear. Looking like something straight out of Roller Coaster Tycoon, Great Bear is a B&M invert that is stacked on top of, next to, and even below the rides it's surrounded by. This is a fairly bog standard B&M layout other than the fact that its elements are all designed to fit in the limited space this ride has. Can I also mention the funky looking supports near the finale? I've heard that these are designed this way so that none of the supports go into the river, since it has a protected status, or something like that. Once you get to the very last section of this ride, you'll notice it feels somewhat like autocomplete was used to get the train back to the station. The layout on this is fun, albeit a bit weird. Number 6, Lightning Racer.
Oh yes.
This pair of racing wooden coasters by GCI has some of the best interactions I have ever experienced.
Oh yes.
The trains snake around each other, experiencing dueling moments and near-miss elements. This is definitely one of the better racing coasters out there.
Oh yes.
Okay, you can stop now.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these
Oh yes.
on this
YouTube video.
Everybody strap in!
Number 5, Storm Runner. Keeping in theme with the weather-related coasters, we have Storm Runner. This ride was great. Out of all the Intamin accelerators we've ridden, this ranks as one of the better ones out there. I was really pleased with the fact that Hersheypark seems to be pouring a lot of time into maintaining this ride, as it had very little downtime when we were at the park. I'm pretty sure we only saw it break down once or twice in our 4 days at the park. Other than that, the 2 inversions it has are incredibly unique, and overall the layout does a really good job at providing for a great experience. Number 4, Candemonium. This and Orion at Kings Island are very similar. This is a B&M hypermodel with a layout that goes out and back and features a couple of helixes. I love the visuals of the track wrapping around the Hershey's Kiss fountain and would appreciate seeing stuff like this more often. Just like all hypermodels, the restraints are some of the best in the business, and the ride experience is smooth and provides a ton of floater airtime. It just feels like it could use one more element. It is still a sweet ride though. Number 3, Fahrenheit.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
This ride came as a bit of a surprise to me. I didn't know what to expect going into it. This feels like an incredibly solid layout, even if it is on the shorter side. To me, Fahrenheit feels like a cross between a B&M multi-looper and a Gerstlauer Eurofighter with its layout. This design is one that many other people often rank towards the middle of their lists, and I can understand why, but for me, it is top 3 material. My only recommendation? Ride this first thing in the morning or buy one of the dedicated fast passes for it. If you don't, you'll end up waiting in line forever. The ride itself is hot, but the wait? Not so much.
Hopefully it will have been worth the wait. Thanks.
Number 2, Skyrush. Talk about forceful. This ride made Katie and I both wonder if we're getting a little too old for this. In reality, I think we're just weak. From the insane positive G-forces to the strong pops of ejector airtime, Thigh Crush is a certified mental ride experience. Yeah, that's right. Although this has an amazing layout, the restraints kill most of the enjoyment I could have had. I'm not sure why Hersheypark hasn't done anything about it yet, but these have to be some of the most uncomfortable restraints I have ever experienced on a ride.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Number 1, Wildcat's Revenge. Once again, the rule still stands. If the park has an RMC, Coaster Mania will rank it number 1. If you've seen our top 50 coasters for 2023 video, spoiler alert, this is number 1 there as well. This is one of Joe Drave's first independent designs for RMC, and he came onto the scene swinging hard. One thing that makes Wildcat's Revenge unique is its aggressiveness. This coaster throws you in every direction possible and barely gives you time to breathe. As soon as you are thrown out of your seat on one element, you're slammed back down into it and thrown to the left or the right. Seriously, I don't think I've experienced anything quite so ridiculous. Now, if only we could see Joe Draves build his own Steel Vengeance. Hey Alan, you hear me? You've got competition now. Being the Cedar Point of Pennsylvania puts you on a high pedestal, and the coaster collection at Hersheypark surely delivers. Many of the rides here are on the shorter side, but every inch of space they occupy has been used masterfully to create a unique ride experience. If this park gets a 15th coaster, I'm sure it will be nothing short of impressive. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like and comment below and hit that bell icon. Special thanks to our Patreon supporters Nathan Martin and Future Collective. $1 a month helps me bring even more content to you guys, and I even have some exclusive content coming, so check it out. Check the description below to find links to the rest of our pages. Thanks for watching the video, and ride on, Coaster Maniacs.